So what is new in 9.15? Okay, let's start with the beginning. It all begins in Horplus. So yeah, if you remember, the series left us at the point where the mall expanded, Orb was under attack, and you're probably farming Sylvanas ahead of curve. Alright, PvP guy. Same quest, nothing fancy, you just now have uncapped conquest, which is pretty awesome. You can actually now do whatever you want at your time and leisure.
Your
You no longer time
always
gated.
appreciated. May I tempt
Upgrades
you with my
have
wares?
changed. You can now actually do some really fancy footwork, as long as you have the requirements. And that means there's more levels in PvP. They require honor as usual, but the tricky part is you gotta do activities to unlock different aspects, so you can actually use this. Doing one win of a rated battleground or arena will give you access to the upgrades you want to do. Until you do that, you cannot actually use the new system, at least for that week. Not too shabby. Questline wise, nothing changed. As far as I know, we still got King Blackhoof slacking around here. Bane.
We will
No idea where he is.
whatever
But he's slacking. If you're on a dead server like mine, Blizzard is not even giving a fuck about people that are playing retail. They're literally giving free migrations to all the folks that are playing vanilla, merging all servers into the ones that are highly populated. While if you're playing retail, you're pretty much stuck on, well, Realm Mythic rating is not even an option. You add insult to injury, these are actually 6 connected realms at this point, and that pretty much didn't patch up the issue. People kept still leaving as, you know, payment system, the paid migration is still an option. Okay, you get these new things with Stargazer. Pretty cool. Don't mind, whoever likes it. If you come back for a 6-month subscription, you get to choose one of these little fuckers. Excuse my language. Murlocs. So yeah, if you sub for 6 months, you get these really cool mugs. Yeah, they look panicky. The walk token prices are going up and down, but they're circling around 300k most of the time. Going back to business, the Grey Ball is still a thing. As long as you do activities, you will get your options for gearing up. And pretty much this is your go-to option, unless you have like a guild farming RPGs and raids. Spamming M+ is an option, but you are stuck at 246 item level. Like literally the items that are dropping there are capped. As you can see here, there's 12 out of 12, 246. If you're on the endgame gear, which is 252, you gotta wait a week for drop from the vault. But you gotta do activities, like 10 keys above 15, which is not hard at this point. It's really something in your range. Oryx will still give you low item level, like 249, while Mythic is, like I said, not in the menu, as most people don't bother grouping and pushing it due to the increased difficulty. RPGs are fun, you can just, you know, go wild on that. The Glad set and all that are pretty much in range for anybody that literally bothers to try that. I'm pretty close myself, if I'm correct. Elite. 609, just need basically to unlock one more level, and I'm done with the set for season. 9.5 gives you another probably 5 months until the next content patch. So if you're, starting late, there's plenty of time for you to go through the process. Now the best part is you get to change currency. Not Stygia though. Don't ask me why Stygia is not in the menu, but you can change currency from this guy, Odara. You can find him next to Flight Master, and there you go. You can transfer anyone between covenants. Like literally, you can just stack your equivalent reservoir into these little containers, and you can just swap covenants at your pleasure and use them there if you need it, or send it to an alt. This is pretty cool. Like you can skip half the farming process. So for those that didn't do 9.0, you get to jump straight to 40 renown and start your journey from there. Same applies for multiple covenants if you're into that. Heirloom upgrades, if you want level odds, that's really cool. Prices are not really that high, to be honest. The map with flight paths, if you're that lazy, yeah, you can purchase it for like 10k and then just use it on all your alts, as it's a toy now. Glad gear, introductory, basically same thing. You can use your mains conquest to get PP gear on your alts, so you can get started. And same thing with M+ gear. Don't expect super high rewards from this. Like, I haven't tried it yet. Let's give it a go, see what actually happens. Okay, so we're spending 500 valor.
Remember, everything.
Excuse the bags, I already have clean up, and I'm gonna open it, and guess what happened? Right, 210, so lowest possible M+ rating. Holy shit. Yeah, totally not worth it. Like literally, if you wanna just go in a dungeon, you get to 36, if I'm correct, item level, and you can start from there. You can upgrade it with Valor. From that point, just getting like this, it's an insult to injury. Yeah, it's a freshly made tune, and if you wanna burn Valor, go for that. You can find like death rollers, like these guys are still a thing. You can. This realm has only one guy, like literally. This guy is a legend, Ishimura. Yeah, so if you feel lucky, you can roll with this guy. He picks a number, or you can just roll down to 0, and yeah, he takes all your money, or you take all his. You're probably gonna value your death rolling. This is what people are doing in their board time. He probably has millions, but most people actually pay a sub, have millions as well, and they have nothing to do with gold. So yeah, what you really want to do is actually head for Korthia, where the fun begins. You got a bunch of quests there and 2 dailies. The most important things here are these 2 dailies. The main source of anima is basically war bosses at this point. You get 500 for one war boss, and there's another one basically in one of the other covenant areas. It's just one per week, but if you go there, you'll get the maximum reward. And this quest line here, which makes you just farm with the group, get a bunch of elites, and be done with it. Anima gains have been increased by a lot, so doing quests or other things will get you the most benefit. Catch-up system for honor and reputation is to the dailies basically, and just like the Nilota assaults, now you have these Maw assaults where you can go there, covenant is present, and once you complete it, you get a chest which gives you gold and a lot of reputation with all factions, all the Shadowlands factions. Right, so as soon as I double my gains, or plus 50k gold, I'm gonna go do some quests, and we'll go through it one by one, see what's new, what's old, and what's interesting. So, kidoki, just give me a sec. And the thing, dude, he's pretty much gonna waste his entire day waiting for somebody to death roll, and nobody will, so I'm just being kind here. portal here will take you to Korthia, and that's where I'm heading. Yeah, essentially who rolls 1 lost. So if you reach 1, you're pretty much screwed. Oh, I think just got serious. He's not gonna roll 1 now, don't worry. I might. Boom! Holy shit, 50-50 chance for me to win, 50k gold! Easy! Of course, I probably won't. Still, exciting. There you go. And this is where I roll 1 and things get shifty. I gotta pay him. He cheated. You always roll the number below, as you probably noticed, and he rolled 3 instead of 2. Yeah, well. Alrighty, so now that we sorted this out, yeah, you guys have to be careful. Some people might do mistakes, and if you're not careful, you're gonna end up paying, even though you were conned a little bit. Beer, blame the beer. So he's gonna probably mail me the gold. I'll just carry on. Alright, so we don't get bored too much. What stuff? Let's see the covenant system. Mostly you get those little tiny. I can swap my covenant to Ventier, trying to finish it, get it to max level, just like I did with Knife Phase. Rewards are pretty cool. Like literally, you go faster through the renown catch-up system, many activities, dungeons, raids, PP, whatever. They give you basically 1 renown. So during the week, you get fast pretty easily. The coins are still a nice source of gold. You can do these if you want to farm reputation or basically just, get more renown. 1 per coin, if I'm correct. Sometimes they line up, like literally you can get Bastion, Bastion, Bastion if you're lucky, or free Remnant Rods. I sometimes wait for free to appear before I continue. Yeah, the economy system is enhanced as a new feature, which gives you a bit more power on some of the features, but other than that, there's nothing super special. If you are playing a Druid, you're probably gonna have the hardest way to level these conduits, as there's like 4 sets all in one for each spec. Which is a lot of work, but if you're focused, you can spam Torghast nowadays, and there's no more cap. You can actually get a lot of ashes and cinders, craft your legendaries, and I actually highly recommend it. You can also level from 50 to 60 by doing Torghast, so just go for it. Honestly, it's a fun experience. And honestly, I don't understand the new system. They allow you to transfer Soul Ash to your alts, but what's the point if you're spamming Torghast? Well, Stygia, which is a very important currency, you cannot transfer.
Hello.
Yeah. Folks on my realm are pretty friendly. It's just a normal transition, like a bounty hunter. You can either, sell pets or win challenges like this if you're lucky.
May our paths cross again.
Right, now that we politely disengage, big activity, let's move on. I made a brief presentation about what you're supposed to do and what you can do, but we are gonna literally go through each of the processes one by one, and you can see exactly how they're done. Since I picked up the weekly, this is a really good one. Yeah, I'll drop it now just so you see how it looks, but yeah, it's pretty standard. The Jill's efforts. Okay, this is the baseline quest that's gonna be present each week until the next patch content arrives. You will receive basically that advanced war chest and reputation for that advanced faction from here. Gives you some gold, another 500 anima, and a lot of Stygian embers, which we'll talk about later. So you find this guy here, you talk to Algalan, he gives you the Shaping Fate quest, and this is how you should start your week. Like, literally you need this, because every single activity that you do will add up to a progress bar for this main quest. So, what's happening in Korthia? Well, if you've been playing, or well, basically if you have an alt, or if you don't, you should head for Korthia, do the initial quest lines, and you have something cool and extra. At low levels, the amount of dailies you find here are less. I have access to 5 now, if I'm correct. One dude will give you 2. But what you gotta do is, in this chamber, you will find relics and bring them in this chamber one by one. They will give you a lot of artifact power, which is used for, well, artifact actually fragments, if I'm correct here. Let's see, the Archivist Codex, that's what the faction is called. You need to reach tier 6, and then you get the supplies, basically chest, for every 10k that you farm. This was like the longest grind in 9.910, everybody hated it. I don't want to go into it, but it was fun until basically tier 4. After that it was absolute shit. Badly designed. Still, if you know what you're doing, and this is what I'm gonna go through now, then you can actually go through it and catch up easily, but there's hidden elements to the entire thing which we're missing for most folks. What do you want to do this for? Okay, that's a good question. Right, first, this is an item that you get now with 915, which gives you more relics and reputation, which is awesome. Nice catch-up system. What you want to do it for is this, the Alloy Warping Face Door, which allows you to socket some really cool slots, and you can repeatedly buy these and use them for new gear if you get new items. The second thing is conduits, like the thing I just mentioned earlier. You can buy these and, you know, upgrade until you get everything to max level. Of course, if you do mythic raiding, that will give you random conduits which get upgraded to max easier. Same item, if I'm correct, will drop in Torghast, but only and only if you do it in like a perfect level. You gotta basically time it without dying and making sure you do all the little kinks and all the corridors and all the mobs. Right, so what's happening here? We got these little doohickeys. You can buy them at a certain point when you level the reputation. One gives you access to portals, the other ones trigger the mob that you can kill, rare. once you get max level, you can buy these. I actually didn't. And also requires you to get 75 renown. So on your alts, you might have to wait until you reach that. Since I swap covenants, I'm pretty much in the same situation as you are. Once you get this, it's a huge humongous amount of catalog research. You can upgrade your gear that drops, and only the gear that drops in Korthia from this guy or any other upgrader. 33 item level. I think my pants are in that situation. Since I haven't, I think I can't do the upgrade yet. See, it requires me to have the research, the 8k, and then another 3k to upgrade it to max level. This is 500, I think 1500 actually for the prior, and then 750, and then less. So the first upgrades are pretty cheap and easy. Any else can get to 226 very fast. So any gear that drops in this area will get you to 226 in case you're freshly leveled or yeah, or you don't have those upgrades on your hero. Okay, now let's proceed. Let's get a quest, see what happens, and what you're supposed to do. Okay, collect some eggs from razor wings. Okay, easy. Think of critters. Gotta feed those little buggers. Collect some emblems. That means kill a bunch of Mossworn that are patrolling the area. There's Keltas. It's gonna probably send us to kill some bastards. Reclaim Devour Anima, so kill Devourers. Each quest has an area, sometimes the areas overlap. What you want to do is you pick them all up, just in case you randomly overlap things. Oh, and this is the last one at the broker's site, which is right on top. I think I missed that. So yeah, one of these free little things will give you a quest, either Xilano, either this guy, Tanasi, or the billboard here, which is inactive. Okay, this one gives you a trinket. Cool. Some of them are really nice, others are just placeholders. I'm getting quests here. I can remove everything that's not relevant and just keep these here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing? I think I might have missed one. Don't worry, well, I think the 6th one is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I guess this was it. It's 5, by the looks of it. Let's start with this one far away. And I'll mention something as I go there. Yeah, there's a few weak auras. I'm not sure if you guys like weak auras or not, but if you have them, you can port this, which shows you exactly all the activities you can do in this area. Like literally, they're time gated, you can only do them once, but they're hidden elements that can be run, like find a spectral chest, find a hellsworn chest. There's like free animal vessels in the rift, there's free outside the rift, there's 15 purple mobs that spawn randomly, you can chase down and kill. They will run away if you don't kill them in time, so be very careful and make sure you have DPS to do them. Riftbound caches, there's 4, I'll go into that in a moment, and so on and so forth. I made it so it only displays when I'm mounted, so I can recap if I missed anything. Okay, so this area is the separate island where there's 2 rares, if I'm correct. You want to go here first, just make sure you've done everything. Sometimes there's quests here, sometimes they're not, but I like to just complete this zone before I delve into the other stuff. Okay, first thing, there's always a nest here you can pick up. It's usually a chest, either to the left or to the right. You can see it on the map, mini map here. Your back will get full if you're messy, like I am. So be careful. If somebody attacks you, palm their faces. Yeah, I wish I was knifed though. This would have been much smoother. Oh, look, these guys are dropping the quest as well. That's nice. There you go. There's multiplayer, guys. You can do this. Guess we're in the right place.
I was done talking to you.
I bought this for myself when I go to Necros. For now, I'm just gonna keep it. Take out a bunch of ones I don't need. Yeah. Messy inventory. Let's see if I can drop some stuff in the bank. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Yeah, one of the main things that have been added, there's two little tiny quests which I've already done. Right there at the Viscolex that I showed earlier. They give you access to create an animal cache where you can store and basically put all the animal in remotely without having to go to your Covenant base. It's actually a really good shortcut and nice feature that Blizzard added. Okay, so there's not much here. I'm gonna just aggro all of these bastards and pick them up. Yeah, Vampire is really good at ramping. Look at that, 8 out of 12. Oh my god, 10. It's almost done with the quest. If you're a Venter, so I'm hanging out in this area, there's actually a mod you can summon from here. There's an event, rare event, that only Venters can trigger. If I'm lucky, it'll spawn soon. And there you go. It's my lucky day. Hello, Drippy. You're probably wondering what's with these cool unholy animation on me. This is the socket bonus from the new raid. What happens is you collect 3 sets. One is frost, one is unholy, one is black. Typically that nice, clear black magic. And it works only in Moth or Korthia, or the raid zone of course. Otherwise they work individually, sockets work individually basically. You can upgrade them, and this is what the early currency mentioned Stygian Embers is for. You can get them from bosses in the raid or the weekly chest that I'm doing right now. For more details, you can research this on Wowhead. They explain pretty better. I don't think I have to go through it again. But you have a set like a free plus an item like this, which gives you a bonus. Then you get Chaos Pain, which is a cool animation that I have right now. Frost is different, blood is different, but they're equally as cool. Yeah, orbital bombardment, easy mode. So let's this guy is being repaired. I might actually get him as a mount if I'm lucky again. And 20% he will spawn for a big mount. Big mob, sorry. There it is. Alright, let's go. Might want to bring some backup. Not that the cost can solve this guy, but yeah, if you can, go for it. I mean, as you can see, it's not that impossible. Right, one quick tip. So by default, the map is pretty empty, right? There's nothing to see here. You got the quest lines, you get the zones, you can do your stuff. But if you use an island called Handy Notes, which I'll go in a moment, it comes with some really cool information which will make your life much easier. Here you go, Handy Notes. I'll take all of them, I guess. Oh, look at that. So, cool things. There's filters here on the top. You can activate and deactivate the rares, which are spawning regularly. If this one is not up, you can wait for like half an hour. It's guaranteed it's gonna pop in like 15 minutes or 20. You can see treasures, you can see rift portals, which are useful for entry points. Hidden treasures, well, they are also valid and important to know where they are. You can farm mushrooms. It's something new, a feature. You have to chase down sets. Like, I'm gonna explain this, it's really important, but it's also simple. So each color represents locations where a mushroom will appear. It will spawn guaranteed in one of these 5 locations. You just have to go to each one of them, verify where it is, and just load it. As soon as you did, the set won't basically bother you anymore. You can go to the blue one. The blue one can spawn in one of these locations, or the light blue one, and so on and so forth. Same applies for chests. If you know the sets, then it's easy for you to just farm those areas. Otherwise it gets really confusing, I can imagine. Like yellow has these zones and so on and so forth, and the handy nose actually tracks it. As soon as you looted something, it's no longer on the map. Keep this in mind, as it's going to be really helpful, especially when going for treasure. If you already do it or you have the rewards, you can actually filter and hide the bosses you've already farmed. As you can see on the stage where I'm just needing a couple of them, like 1, 2, 3. 4 is a random one that spawns occasionally. If something is triggered, like a boss dies, there's a chance of another boss spawning in that location. Cool, so this area, let's see what's going on here. We got 2 entry points. There's a rare, basically, egg you can actually farm here. The event I just did so far, and I think there's a bunch of chests I'm not seeing. I gotta double check a bit here. Right. Alright, now everything's on the map. I'm gonna go for the egg. Straight in the corner, see if it's spawned. Nope, not here, not at the moment. Since we're in the area, I'm gonna check portal, just go again rift, show you how that goes. One problem, I think the rift is not active at the moment. There's 3 locations on this part of the island. One is here, the other one's here, and the other one's far to the right. Oh, there is. Lucky. This requires you to have those keys that you buy from the reputation vendor. Once you enter here, it's boring, desolate, there's a lot of mobs, they cast Entangle, so you don't want to basically aggro them unless you want to fight them. And there's a bunch of chests, like sets of chests you can find. As you can see, the purple one can appear in one of these 4 locations. One of these locations is on this side of the map. This big guy always spots you, so try to dodge him. And there's darkness on the floor, which if you walk over, you take damage. Okay, this is here. But let's get rid of this nuisance. Yeah, next time I might want to dodge this guy, it's a bit hard to kill. Right, evasive maneuvers.
I need to get closer.
Okay, he's slow and challenging. Yeah, whenever you're in danger, you can always exit this area. It's really easy. You just basically remove the buff here that says Traverse the Rift, and you're out in just a second. If not, as you probably noticed, the mobs are resetting easy, so just use engage, run, heal. Right, as you can see, there's a boss. I think it's over Yorick, if it's in the next room. He's pretty fat, so you might want to look for backup. Just open PG, go custom. Yeah, I'm guessing Friday night's pretty much not the right moment for this, but on Wednesday morning this should be pretty much active. You'll find groups to join or people to join you. I can solve this, but I don't want to bore you. Oh wait, there's a guy. Yeah, I don't think he knows how to read or mode on. Russians are usually the most reliable people, like literally some of the best players are Russian. You can count on them to, you know, burn keys and leave mid-combat, join just for an item and leave your raids and stuff like that. It's just standard. Right, so not much I can do here except for kill Yorick, which I don't actually need, so I'm gonna just exit the rift. so I'm not the only one camping this. Yeah, let's see if we're lucky. Be right back. Right, well, we wait. So what's the next plan? I'm gonna go to the next platform. I'm gonna go through these chests, the pink ones. I'm gonna go to the blue set. And then, yeah, the brown, the red. As soon as I don't do all of these quickly, most of the island activities are done. I'm gonna go through the quest line that are in the area. There's a secret here. Like, there's a free key component chest. You can see them very easily here. There's 4 spawn locations, just like the chest for the key here. It's one of the 4 places for one of the keys. Next one, the gray, it's one of these 4 places, and blue one, it's one of these 5. As soon as you get all free keys, you can go and just open this chest. It is absolutely worth it to do all the activities in Korthia. It'll maximize and give you the maximum amount of artifact relics, which then you use as a currency to buy either the socket or conduit upgrades. Let's see if I can empty my bags a little bit more.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
When you have Wormodon, this is very helpful. Elixir of Tongues, you bite it in Legion Dalaran, Underbelly, and you can listen to the Alliance chatter.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. Greetings, sir, and/or ma'am. Not everything in the ocean.
Yeah, the mod came with a lot of flavor items. Some of these things you get from mushrooms. If you this one, if I'm correct, it turns you into a mushroom. Yeah, look, I'm cold now. Nothing fancy, but you just look interesting for like 5 minutes. The other mushroom though, it's really dubious. Like literally, everything turns grey, but it also has a nice flavor to it. Every single player in the game will be turned into a Mossworn or minion of the jailer. Fun, huh? Not that there weren't plenty of these around, but every NPC will be in the same place. The models are RNG, but it's pretty cool. Oh, and randomly, just give you a heart attack, the jailer will appear and stalk you. When I'm in the mall, because I don't like the atmosphere there, I usually pop these. In this area, no, I don't think I need it. Korthia is a bit friendlier. Yeah, if you do mission tables, you'll get a lot of bags, and you can sell a lot of consumables and ingredients that people use.
To trade needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, it's really good to sometimes check these. There's a lot of groups forming and people are nice enough to give you an invite. Problem is, Wormwood on is pretty much dead. You will mostly find groups for off. For every 10 Wormwood off groups, you will maybe find one with on. And there you have it. Right on time. Have you ever seen a monkey mushroom? Of course you haven't. And doesn't stop us from seeing one now. Oh, careful, this guy knocks you. So if you're knocks you back, so if you're here, fellas, he's gonna push up the block with these. Yep, no luck. Maybe next time. Well, now you wonder how you get off this place. You can jump off. They'll basically get you in a place where you corpse walk and rest on their side, but let's not be reckless. Same way we enter, it's the same way we leave. And it works in combat as well. Sayonara. Yeah, they look disappointed. So some of these numbers changed. We already looted a few caches if I'm correct, and nest. The more activities you do, these will reach 0 and vanish, and that'll give you basically go to just move on to other activities. Of course, you don't have to do them. Like if you really are adamant on maxing, yeah, keep this on track. If not, just do the quest lines, have a bit of fun, and then mind your own day. Oh yeah, since I forgot to mention, and this will clear my bags, I'm gonna go show you the animal vault, which is pretty handy.
So nice to see you. I can't wait to see you.
Welcome to the archive. What
First I'm gonna drop all these relics. And there it is. You can drop all your animal here. Now look at that space. If you want to farm mount here, this guy, caretaker, Kakai, gives a little pet, which is pretty nasty, as if you're a stealther, will get aggro and get you in combat. But otherwise it's pretty friendly, but does a bit of damage and helps you out. We use it to track, activate this pad. It's pretty annoying, but you gotta do it every time. And you can't skip it, I literally tried. You gotta make sure the entire pad gets covered. It will take us to the nest of Rare, which also can spawn a mount. Drop mount, that is. One thing is move fast, so that even in aggro won't stop. You gotta just move. Right, at this point it doesn't matter anymore. If this is triggered, then you can continue the encounter. When the crushing swipe happens, just move off and you should be fine. Yep, not today. This is my second rare. You want to drop some off. Didn't get lucky this time either. Alright, on a quest. Let's feed some critters. But I gotta spam these a lot. That's probably the most annoying one, actually. I gotta give them biscuits until they count as cared for. And then some mob might attack them. Yeah. Should just stun and ignore and move on. There's an exploit, I think, to this quest. If other people are doing it nearby and you're in the area, it might actually count for you. Or you just need to hit critter with a biscuit, not. there's another nest here. As you probably noticed, every activity I do adds up. Oh, and in case you probably didn't know, there's this carrier, which someone will grommet. And if he's nearby, he can spot invisible chests. He'll just run, uncover, and the chest will basically then be lootable by you, visible on the map. He's pretty handy. Make sure you don't forget about him, like I did. All puzzles will imply that you know how to jump. Some are harder, some are easier. And some have annoying mobs that slow you down. Or help you. Whenever there's a star up, that means somebody's engaged with the rare boss. If you're quick enough, I wasn't, you can actually rush all the way there and tap it. Owing to this, don't know if you have this, there is a toy that can be obtained on this island. And every 5 minutes you can pop it, and you'll run like a mad dog straight to your target. Problem is you don't have brakes, so try not to aim towards a pitfall, because you're not coming back from that. The only way to stop there is if you dismount, and the only way to dismount is if you remove the buff itself. Option B is the boost only lasts for like 9 seconds, and after that it just slows and gain control. Well, we're collecting 5x and then we're out of here. You can see I made a lot of friends, but since I'm a bully, I'm gonna like push them away and collect my final reward. Sayonara. If you don't have stealth, always let another player aggro mobs and they can cross safely. But if they're in danger of dying, which is not the case at the moment, do stop and help them out. It's the sensible thing to do. Pretty near these chests here. One of them will highlight if it's present. Right now I don't see any activity, so I don't think these three are it. I guess the next one will be. Let's make this a bit friendlier. think this is active. Doesn't highlight, does it? There you go. Now the set is gone. This one is active too, I think. There's a portal in here I'm gonna activate and spend a bit of time in the rift until the chests are respawning. Most people don't know, but the chests here in the rift, they actually reward you Korthia crystals. So this one is active at the moment, the other two are not. The other four actually. Now we just have to figure out where exactly it's placed. This one should be on the top side. And there you have it. Since I'm inside the rift, I can see the other sets. The yellow one for positions and this one. If I remember, this one was taken already, the one I just did right now, so these are the ones left. I'll try this one first.
I can't drink anymore yet.
Only because I can glide and it's easier. The Korthia crystals go for like 200k on the auction house, so they're totally worth chasing. And there's another. Or an engineer, you can shortcut all the way to the Korthia base using a wormhole. It won't take you out of the rift as long as you don't leave the mall. So while you can see the NPCs, most of the important ones at least, expect some trouble as there's always bad guys in the base. Well, not all NPCs. It doesn't look like it's here. Yeah, this one's tricky. Possible somebody looted recently, at which point you gotta wait for a respawn. There it is. So yeah, for inside of the mall, we're pretty much covered. That leaves this area with a few more chests. 1, 2, 3, 4 sets. Maybe 5.
That would scare you shellless. Come back with some better skills.
Alrighty, we're almost done. Yeah, the creep quest I highly don't recommend doing unless you're really on a highly populated server, because for some reason it gets done by default. Or you have the patience to literally care every little critter one by one. Oh, there's a blue, purple one. It drops extra coin fragments. One out of 15.
I can't drink anymore yet.
Yeah, the mods here that can be found in the branches are for the toy I mentioned earlier. It's pretty basic, you literally pick one up, use it on one of the hounds here, not the mothers, the growlers, and all you have to do after that is run it into a basically 3, exactly this one, which gives you the treasure for deploy. Since I've done it, I don't think it works for me anymore, but it's happy to experiment. There's a lot of people farming skins here, so you'll see a lot of groups on any realm. There's another one. Yeah, let's do the consumption and let's get that all out here. Nobody home. Time for a short break. Alright, I'm back, and right on time. Seems they had a new method for this rare. It used to be like outside and people were killing it randomly, but now you got these monster swarm talking about it. Like giving an explanation to the fact it grows by eating critters. And you find it inside a cave now. Let's see. Yeah, it should consume me, right? Oh, once it reaches 4, it comes out. Okay, makes sense. It was really poorly designed, like people were just seeing it, it was super huge and it was being attacked all the time. It caused a lot of trouble. Oh, cool. It's eating these guys too. Nice. Yeah, much better design. Now, this monster in a lot of trouble. So let's focus on rotation. No luck either. Call me Softy, but I'll do this quest too.
It's not ready yet.
Remember to feed him while killing these, otherwise you waste time. Oh, there's a chest that spawned. Okay, it's not a chest, it's a mushroom. And another one. You want to be careful with these jumps, otherwise you might have to run more. If your bags are full, no drama, all the stuff will come in your mails, so it's fine. If not, you can, not clear your bag, load it again. Okay, there's a few rares popping here. It's a mod for the Kyrian. timing was impeccable.
I can't drink anymore yet. I can't use that item.
Yeah, so that's about it. One last thing, and then we'll do the assault, which technically will get our jealous effort all the way up to 100. Concluding your main activity for the week. Yeah, fun story. Actually had the name way before Warcraft 3. Used to play a game called Neverwinter Nights, and that's where I actually made the name Stormrage. Funny running into it, into the Warcraft lore a bit later.
Welcome. Float on the wind. Hello there. Dream on.
Almost forgot actually, each quest you turn in actually gets you a really good chunk of this progression, so this is more than enough.
Desire is my command.
Full day of Korthia.
Wisdom and knowledge must be preserved. Follow the purpose, always. There is much to be done.
So here's the fun part. Boom. Rep. An item. Weapon. That's lucky. As it's a monk, which I didn't have.
A true scholar
One important
studies
fact is,
all.
if you come back now in game, you get the WoW 17th anniversary rep bonus, which gives you another 17% to your grinds. Pretty handy, if you ask me. But this is gonna go away in a couple of weeks.
Memories are fleeting. The archive is
Right by the
eternal.
6th of December, by the looks of it.
Trust in the purpose.
Alright, so this guy has 6k research, or 5 probably. I think I have
True
one.
scholar studies all.
So we can buy a socket item.
May you return with knowledge.
Cool, so this is part 1 of the tutorial. We'll be back for more.
Good
Have a nice day.